So why inflation will matter more in 2025? Because of again the changing threats, one we can say on the part of the US President-elect Donald Trump. It is believed कि tariff hikes हो सकती हैं. Tariff hikes अगर होंगी, it will lead to, we can say, interest rate arbitrage across different countries, which is going to decide the changing pattern of global investments on the part of FPI. So more already rupee pe pressure has been increasing. We have already crossed the 86 mark against US dollar and it might further weaken. So that is why it is going to matter more. Inflation has been sticky, specifically the food inflation, which is directly impacting the real income of the consumers, impacting the purchasing power capacity. And since India is a consumption-driven economy, 60% of our GDP growth is because of the consumption demand that directly gets impacted, which reduces the aggregate demand and has been impacting our GDP growth. So that is why it is important, and more so because it is because of the supply side measures, which are not directly under the control of the administration or even RBI. So, how monetary policy can be made more effective? Inflation has been, we can say, as we say, that inflation is kind of a tax, which is not directly imposed as a tax, but that acts like a tax. So it will further might it is possible it might lead to further widening of the inequalities, the social inequalities. How poverty rate would be changing because of that. And also given the trade-off between high inflation and slowing down of growth. Which way RBI is going to choose it, or how RBI would be balancing between the two, because even right now RBI stance is neutral, which indicates the flexibility towards a rate change and also targeting both stabilized growth and controlling down of the inflation. Because of this, even the numbers related to inflation, the reforms needed in the calculation of CPI changing at the base rate to 2022 is important, and also been talking about changing the basket of goods which are assessed or calculated on the basis of how their prices has been changing to get the figures related to CPI. The importance of shifting to producer price index is important, which is more accurate, which is more broader in terms of the sample size which would be taken up. So these are few areas why inflation is going to matter more in the upcoming year.